Halo Collar today is a one-product company, and it says it's perfected that product. The company recently launched Halo Collar 5, its latest offering of its wireless GPS dog fence system. I sat down with the company's CMO, Seth Solomons, and CFO, Ned Mavromatis, to learn more about it. Take a listen.
We exist to keep dogs safe, healthy, and living longer lives. It goes back to an incident affecting our co-founder and his family. Unfortunately, his niece's dog escaped their in-the-ground wired fence and was hit by a car. He had spent many years in the IoT space and redirected all of that experience to building Halo as the safest GPS fence.
And how does Halo Collar 5 compare to earlier versions?
A couple of things. Most of what we do is a combination of trying to innovate on the product side to make it as powerful as possible and listening every day to our consumers. So there are really three main things. First, the collar gets 20 location updates per second. So if you can imagine, when I open my back door, dog runs very fast. In a very short period of time, they can run 5, 10 feet. We're giving the collar 20 location updates per second to make sure we know exactly where that dog is. Second is 48-hour battery. Our consumers told us that some days they forget to charge their battery. So we did everything we could to give them 2 full days of battery. And then if they do forget, we've made the battery chargeable in 1 hour. So they won't be without the collar for very long.
All right. And what does the collar do for dogs? What are the features of it?
So the collar keeps the dog contained. Every dog needs to be contained, whether they're 3 months old or 10 years old. You want to make sure that your dog is safe. Different from traditional in-the-ground wired fences, Halo is something you can build anywhere. So anywhere you go, you can build a fence. If you go on vacation, you go to the beach, you're on an RV trip or camping, you can build a fence anywhere you go. Very different from traditional in-the-ground wired fences where you really have one location. The other thing is price. Many people can't afford the $3,500 to rip up their backyard and put wire in the ground. So for $599, you can have the Halo Collar 5.
Are you able, Seth, to share more about how this GPS fencing technology compares to an actual fence for the dog?
The simplest way to put it is that the Halo Collar is not a wire or a line in the ground. GPS acts as sort of a force field that allows you to give the dog feedback if they go towards the boundary. And if they were to go and touch the boundary, they will continue to get feedback until they turn around. That's one of the patents that we have. As soon as the dog turns around, they get positive reinforcement as opposed to negative. Traditional in-the-ground wired fences are lines. Once the dog crosses the line, they get shocked. If they make it through that wire, they're not going to come back because that pain is something that they don't want to endure. And unfortunately, as many as 10 million pets go missing every year, and 1 million dogs are hit by cars every year. So we exist to do everything we can to keep them safe, but also contained.
And then what is the market opportunity for Halo Collar?
I mean, it's a very large addressable market. In the US alone, there's over 85 million dogs and over 450 million globally. Also, if you look at in the US, 1 out of every 2 households has a dog. And if you look at consumers with over $100,000 in income, that's nearly 2/3 have a dog. As Seth mentioned, there are 10 million dogs that get lost every year, and unfortunately 1 million get hit by a car. Since inception, we sold approximately 500,000 collars. So if you look at sort of the 85, $90 million dogs in the US, we're at very early stages of market penetration, and we have a lot more dogs to keep safe.
What's the growth trajectory for Halo Collar?
The product resonated very well with our customers. This is the 5th year that we're selling as a company. And this year we expect to generate over $100 million in annual revenue. So our growth rate has been very rapid. Also, our subscription revenue has been growing, doubling year over year. And now with the fact that we have Halo Collar 5, which is significantly more improved, It also has Halo Health that gives you important information about the health of the pet. Not only do we expect to continue the high growth rate, but we believe that we can accelerate it.
Speaking of Halo Health, can you share more about that, Seth?
So we have about 30 million data points that we gather from the collars every day. We're using that data and the insights that we glean to help people understand the importance of activity, hydration, and overall movement. The other thing we're going to do is create inside of the app a calendarization of the activity so that you can take it into your vet. I know when I go into my vet, there are a lot of situations where they take my dog's weight, but we never really have a substantive conversation about their activity and how it affects their health. So we're going to do everything we can to give our PAC members insights from the data, but also allow them to be able to bring that into a vet to, again, support the mission of helping dogs be healthy, but also living longer lives.
And you currently offer this one product. Any plans for expanding that product line?
Absolutely. In 26 and 27, I think you can expect more products in the safety lane, in the health lane, and in the longevity lane. We are garnering a tremendous amount of scale as it relates to our PAC members, and there's a tremendous opportunity to be able to bring them additional products related to the core reason that they're a part of the Halo team.
Thank you, Halo Collar CMO Seth Solomons and CFO Nev Mavromatis for that interview.